I turned 45 in January. I want to do 45 things in 2026, which I've never done before. Roll tack cards, here we go. Welcome to the channel, I'm Leroy, also known as Yorkshire Fun. Hope you're all good, hope you're all well. Well, what's this video about? Well, basically, every year I give myself a little challenge. Something I want to do, I've never done before. So, over the last, 10 years, I've done a half marathon, done stand-up, done a track invasion at Monza, wrote a kid's book, Christmas book. So, I always give myself a challenge every single year. I think it's good to keep my mind occupied, something different, takes my mind off work, and I like to always be learning. However, I turned 45 in January, and I think next year, a lot of my content, as well as the weird and wonderful of the channel, which if you've not subscribed now, I want to do new challenges, new dares, new experiences, things that I've never done before. But when you look at the lists online, 40 things to do before you're 40 or 50 things to do before you're 50, they're always boring. And they're aimed at a lot of women. It's like, try knitting, try Pilates, get into yoga. So, I've had a look at, I've got my list here, right? So, start going on TikTok Live and asking people that follow me or come into the live the same question. So it's kind of broken into categories of challenges, dares, experiences. So let me know in the comments. Instagram Leroy Yorkshire. I'll put these videos up, little snippets. I'll pin them so you can add into the comments, and hopefully we'll get 45 lists. So, however, so far what we've got, this is what people have come up with so far. So skydiving, zip lining, go to my first football match. I've never been to a football match. I've been to football grounds, I've seen rugby, boxing, but I've never been to a football match. So that's quite an easy one, I think. Obviously all the football grounds in the UK, not just Premiership and Champions League and stuff like that. Try the hottest curry in the UK. I like spicy food. I don't know where the hottest curry is, but that's one. So do you see where they're all quite different? Hot air balloon, not sure about that one. Somebody put do pilot lessons. That sounds very expensive, but I'll put it on the list. A day trip somewhere, a one-day trip somewhere in Europe. Now I like the sound of this, and hopefully Doncaster, where pretty much I'm based, they're opening the airport, fingers crossed, next year. And I've always wanted to go out early morning on a flight somewhere in Europe, have lunch or dinner, and then fly back late at night, all in the same day. So that could be a possible easy one. Drive the Stelios Pass. I've talked about this in other videos before. I'm hoping to do that next year with my dad. So that's a tick box. So some of these bucket list things, some challenges, some dares, some quite straightforward. Get a lap dance off a midget or a small person. Very unusual, but try paddle. I've never done paddle. That's supposed to be one of the fastest growing sports in the UK. What's the other one? Get my business area waxed by a professional. Very unusual. Try going vegan for a week. I'm a massive meat eater, so probably going vegetarian will probably be a little bit easier, but I don't know if I can go vegan. But tried 2 days without my phone, so no online activity, literally turning my phone off on a Thursday and not turning it back on until Saturday. Can I do that? I don't know. White collar boxing. So these are suggestions for people that follow me on TikTok. Came in, and in the comment, white collar boxing. I'm going to be 45. It's a good excuse for me to get fit. It's 8 weeks, because I think it's 8 weeks they do, don't they? Where you train for 8 weeks and then you raise money for charity and then you go into a boxing match. So I'm like, So I'll do a short on this, and I'll list the ones that we've got so far. So I think we've got, about 15? So then I've gone over to ChatGPT. Yes, the old AI, and see what suggestions they've come up with. So I literally put the note being, create a list of 45 things to do before I'm 45, including challenges and dares, and see what ChatGPT came up with. They're a bit weird, some of them. Like, once again, it were like, do Pilates, try a yoga retreat, masquerade ball, tell somebody, things that you would, it says tell somebody a compliment, a complete stranger. Now, I don't know if that's going to come across a bit creepy. One of them was say yes to something that you would normally say no to. So there's lots of like challenges and bucket list things and dares. There's some, not many people put any dares in at the moment, so, or challenges. But I want to challenge myself. I want to challenge my mind. I want to put out my comfort zone. So yeah, hopefully we'll have 45 by January. That's why I'm putting the video out now. Obviously, it's like coming up to the end of October. It's like 2 months. I'm sure we can come up with something. I'm just looking whether or not. What did ChatGPT? Oh, it's doing that annoying thing where you have to log in. So I've loaded up the list on ChatGPT of 45 things to do. The prompt is pretty much like daring, personal growths, can be adult orientated, things without my comfort zone. So it's broken into categories of adventure and travel, personal challenges, give back and connect. See, I like that. Some of these, like give 45 volunteer hours. I like that. So as you know, I'm a massive dog person. So I like to give 45 hours to the local animal rescue. So that's one that I can put on the list. Donate blood. That's another one. So that's his like give back. Host a dinner for strangers or acquaintances. I don't think the current wife would be happy with a load of strangers turning up at my house. Right, skills and creativity. Learn to play an instrument or a new song if you already do. I'd like to be able to play piano. Master a magic trick and perform it. Cook a dish from a country you've never visited. Take an improv class. Some think that these are based on like Americans. Learn a new language or at least 100 survival phrases. So that's all about skills and creativity. Let's have a look at what it says for personal challenges. Run a half marathon. I've done that. Complete a 30-day physical challenge. Did the skipping rope challenge. Try a new sport or martial art. We talked about paddle. Take a cold plunge every day for a week. That means I've got to buy a cold plunge. It's going to be expensive. Maybe do it in summer. Do a stand-up open mic. Done that. Do a digital detox for 7 days. Could do with doing that. Climb a mountain or compete in a serious hike. So there's lots of things. So hopefully between Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, we'll be able to come up with 45. Adventure and travel. Visit a continent you've never been to. Camp under the stars. I've done that. I did that in Byron Bay in Australia. Love that. Take a solo trip to a foreign country. So we talked about the 1 day in a European. Go attend a festival you've always wanted to. I've never been to a festival. I've never been to Glastonbury. I've not been to Burning Man. I think that's America, isn't it? I've never been to a festival, so maybe I should go to a festival. See the Northern Lights. I went to try and see the Northern Lights, but it was pissing too bad of weather in Reykjavik. So yeah, go skinny dipping. I've done that. I went skinny dipping in Formentera. It says go to a nudist beach. I did that in Formentera. It didn't work out. I stripped off, a little bit of wind, blew on my willy. Things went pear-shaped from then. Alright, so mindset. Create a personal manifesto of life philosophy. Take yourself on a solo date once a month for a year. Forgive someone, truly, even if it's just mentally. Dare go a full day saying yes to every reasonable invitation. No, because some people are bellends and they will have me doing all sorts and I will get arrested and I will be in jail. So no. So if you can think of 45 challenges, dares, things for me to do next year, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments on this video if it's on TikTok or Instagram or in Facebook. I might even put it on, is it Threads? I don't quite understand Threads. I don't think nobody does. Threads is very weird. It's like Instagram, Twitter gone wrong. But hey ho, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's plenty of videos coming up on the channel. We've also coming up to the 900 subscriber mark. It's a milestone. Can we get to 1,000 for when I turn 45? Thank you, as always. Bye!
Challenge accepted.